Hey guys, Mike coming back with another update video. Been a while. I haven't picked up a whole lot, but some really nice quality stuff. I've showed this one off before. This is from 2017 Transcendent. This is a MVP award winner card. It's a wood card, similar, I guess, to like they make in museum collection. It's a one of one. I've had that one for a few years, and just recently, this came up on eBay. There were two made for Johnny that year. I thought I'd never probably see the second one, but it came up, and this one is another most valuable player. This is the World Series MVP for 76. He was a two-time MVP for the league, but now that I got them both, I'm very happy for that. So that finishes that. Very cool. I got these from Sean. We won a lot together of two Hank snapshots. He showed one on his video, and he sent me mine. And I'm not for sure what year it is. It's not dated on the back or anything. It's just a little fan took a snapshot of him. But you can see the wire, even that back then they had that to protect the fans from the hit balls and bats and such. A nice little photo of him looking out on the field. You can see his 5 on the back. And he was very kind. I need working on the 2022 Allen and Ginter. Hank is back in that set. And he came across a second Brooklyn back, number to 25. And he was kind enough to give that to me to help me along this little journey. Much appreciated, Sean. Thank you very much. Between me, Brian, and Sean, we try to help each other as much as we can. And I'm going to show you two rare bench cards. I think it was Greg Morris listed a auction that had a bunch of early Topps, modern Topps cards, relic cards, some autograph cards. And I've literally been back collecting, I guess, around 12, 13, 14 years. I can't remember anymore now. Sometime after 2008, I got back into it. And these are two cards I never thought I'd see. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've seen one or two over the last, those number of years, and they always went for a ton of money for the autograph version. This is a Topps Archives from 2001. Very early when they first started doing a lot of these type things. And this one is not numbered on the card. It's supposedly numbered to 50. But I've only seen like maybe, like I said, two or three over the last 12, 13 years. And they always I always get outbid on them. And this time, they didn't really list it very well, and it still went for good money, but not the crazy money. And I was very happy to finally get that one. And this one here is from Topps Gallery from 2001. It's just a printing plate. But again, I've never seen any of the four plates for this one. A lot of that stuff from 2001 when Tribute came out, the first Tribute, and this Archives. It was pretty new stuff, and a lot of people grabbed it, and you just don't see them pop up. So even there's supposedly 50 of this autograph card of the Archives, it doesn't come up that way. They just are put in collections, and that's what you get. And the last two, I've got some Pelty stuff. I think I'm gonna do a separate video. I'll go ahead and show these. Really cool stuff. Now this one here is just an old mill back. I'm not doing the whole run, but for some reason PSA on their registry set does have a Pelty old mill on it, and they got the two sweet caps for the horizontal and vertical. I don't understand why they did that. You think they just have one basic one like the sweet cap. But if I do, I'm thinking about resending all my Pelty stuff to PSA just so I could do a registry set. I really miss it. I'm starting to think SGC is never going to have another registry set, and if not, I might start switching some things to PSA. I never thought I'd say that. I've always been an SGC guy, but and I've got too much bench stuff and too much Greenberg stuff to ever think about switching to PSA for everything. It costs me too much money. But the Pelty collection is just a handful of stuff, so I might do that. We'll see. And this I just got back from Manny. This is outstanding. It's really hard to date these things. This is a 1909 Philadelphia A's rain check stub, ticket stub. And actually in very good condition. They gave it an excellent 5 with the mark. Now the mark's important. If the mark wasn't on there, I wouldn't have got this back probably. The tickets back then didn't have dates on them usually. And if they did, they didn't have the year. This one has August 14th. This was August 14th, 1909 at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. You can see that Connie Mack was the manager. McGillicuddy, as his real name was. American League Ballpark, Shibe's grandstand, 50 cents for a grandstand ticket. Rain check, not good if a legal game was actually played on that date. Well, we were lucky that the owner wrote on the ticket, Athletics 2, St. Louis 1, 12 innings, 1909. PSA believed that was enough to believe it was authentic as far as it was from that year, which I think it is. But I can see why they would be difficult about doing if they didn't have definite proof that it was that thing. But the reason it's exciting to me, they played 12 innings, and Barney Pelty actually pitched in this game against Cy Morgan of the Philadelphia A's. They both pitched the entire game, which is typical back in those days. There wasn't middle relief and closers. Barney did take the loss. In the bottom of the 12th, he gave up the second run. It was tied 1-1 throughout for most of the game, and he did give up a second run in the 12th, probably due to some errors. I don't think they were earned runs, either one of them. The Browns made like 5 errors in the game, and they were very notorious for being a poor fielding team. But it's so cool to have a piece that does show Pelty at the game at that date, and somebody was in the stands watching the game from 114 years ago, almost 113 years and change. I love these old ticket stubs. Anything before, it seemed like about 1912, I would say, is when you start seeing tickets dated. So anything before then is really hard to get a specific date, unless it's like the World Series or something where they have a more special ticket. But these are very typical for what you get back from just going to a typical game during the season. But in addition to this, I have a Barney Pelty authentic ticket stub now, and I picked up a program. I'm going to show that in a separate video. But that's all my recent pickups. Not a lot, but some big stuff for me. And thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing well and getting ready for the National. I haven't been there in a few years, so this is going to be, Lord willing, a lot of fun. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Lord willing.